Hello everybody. So I'm going to try the green screen thing again for my candy attack review. Alright, got my Diet Coke today. I'm going to be drinking it out of a glass. So let's prepare the libation for the test. Now the first one we're going to try, well, I'll introduce them to you both, but I have to make sure I gotta try to make sure there are no shadows on the green screen, because when there are shadows on the green screen, it pokes through the background that I'm going to put in editing. So, alright, so one of the treats that I'm going to be trying today is the Chocotreasure. I guess these are left over from Easter. I was at 7-Eleven. By the way, this is a cool story. I was at 7-Eleven buying my lunch. I'm temping now at a place. Today I had off. And I went to 7-Eleven and I bought my lunch. I got a salad and some of those 2-for-1 Keebler crackers, and I think I got a drink. I don't really recall exactly what I got. And I was ready to check out, and at the checkout there were these eggs, these chocolate eggs, which maybe they're sort of left over from Easter. It's called Shopkins. Chocotreasure, treasure inside, chocolate and toy treasure. It's made in Turkey. Oh, okay. Company is named Moose, under license by Moose Enterprise in Australia. Oh my goodness. Isn't that interesting? We're bringing candies from all parts of the world, but it was made in Turkey, and it was distributed, I guess imported and distributed by Lebanon, New Jersey. Well, I didn't realize candy was such a big international thing. But I guess the license is Moose. So I actually don't know which is the company after all. If it's Chocotreasure, if it's Candy Treasure LLC, which is the one in New Jersey, or whether it's Moose. I guess Chocotreasure is the brand name. Yeah, it's a very complicated candy. But look at that, only 60 calories. It's just a chocolate egg, hollow, and inside there's a treasure. But okay, let me get back to my story. So I was at 7-Eleven, and at the checkout, these were at the checkout. So I grabbed one. I said, oh, that'd be kind of cool for I'm not really a chocolate fan, but I said that would be cool for the candy attack review. And when I, she gave her all the stuff, she rang it up, and the cashier calls out 7-Eleven, and for a second I did a double take. I said, what do you mean? I mean, in my head, of course I wasn't. But like for a few seconds I was like, what? Why is she saying the name of the store? It was actually what my receipt was. Here, I'll put in a clip there of a picture. I can't actually find the receipt now. I don't know where I put it. I wanted to keep it forever. So I just thought that was a kind of cool story. So I spent $7.11, 7-Eleven at 7-Eleven. Okay. So, and the other thing we're going to try today, I got 4 of them. Actually, I should try these at night. They're called Super Blow Pops. Oh, Blow Pops, not Glow Pops. I thought they glowed in the dark. So that was my bad. Again, I wasn't wearing my glasses. Oh no. I thought these were glow-in-the-dark lollipops. So they're just regular Blow Pops, but they're super-sized. So those will be cool. You gonna try one, Smokey? Come on, you can come. He's sitting right over here. You want to be in the screen with me? Come on. All right. Well, I'm kind of disappointed now because I thought it said Glow Pops. It says Blow Pop. So there's bubble gum in the middle, which I knew, but I thought these were special Super Glow Pops. So that's kind of a bummer. Somebody should invent Glow Pops. All right. Well, let's get to the review. Real milk chocolate, what will you find? So it's a treasure that we're going to discover. And it's a big chocolate egg, and it's wrapped in a fancy wrapper. Colorful. Not so fancy, but very colorful. I'm not going to rip the wrapper. I'm going to keep the wrapper so we can see what it looks like at the end. And then inside, you have your chocolate. Yeah, okay. So, it's a little melty. You know, I am in Florida, and it's already condensating. I don't have the air conditioning on either because I don't want it to make noise. So this has been sitting here not too long, but for a little while. But I'll admit it's held up pretty well. So it probably has some cocoa butter in there to hold it together, or some, let's see, cocoa butter, right. The cocoa butter, skim milk powder, cocoa mass. You can't have it smoky. Emulsifier. I think the cocoa butter it melts at a higher temperature. All right, so I guess I'll just bite into it. I hope I don't mess up my lipstick. I'm wearing a special lipstick that doesn't come off. Oh. Well, it's actually a plastic. So what it is, the chocolate's okay. It tastes like chocolate. Not bad. You know, it holds together well because it has that soy lecithin in it and stuff that holds it together. But what it is it's a plastic cup, plastic thing in the middle. So it's not that you bite into it. Well, that's kind of good. It's melting all over me. Because, and it's not inside the hollow egg like the ones I've tried in Argentina, the Kinder egg. You bite into the egg and the toy is right inside the chocolate. It's usually a silly little toy, but so I'm not really into this because this is not good for the environment. They're adding an extra chunk of plastic where we don't need to have it. I guess they could wrap the toy in plastic in a sort of, they could wrap it in something that disintegrates easier. But this is just adding to our already large problem with the environment. So I already am not really crazy about this egg. But let's see what the toy is in the middle. You can be on camera, Smokey, if you want. He's trying to get the chocolate egg. But by the way, chocolate is poisonous for dogs. Never give chocolate to a dog. That's pretty good. It's poison. But what I'm going to do is I don't feel like eating the whole chocolate egg because I'm not a chocolate lover. I don't mind chocolate, but I usually have to really crave it, and it's not that often. So I'm going to go, you know, turn off the camera, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so so far I'm not a huge fan of this candy. It's messy. You know, they have a lot of plastic. Here I went off camera. I kind of cleaned the egg off. It's just a thin layer. It's as if, I think what they do is they make the toy, they put it inside the egg, and then they dip the egg in chocolate a few times so it develops a coat of chocolate. But it was really messy, you know. I had to wash my hands. Now I cleaned off the egg. I didn't want to use soap because I don't know what's inside. I didn't want to use too much water, but I cleaned it off somewhat. Now we're going to open and see what's inside. I guess that's the exciting part. I just see this getting very messy. It was starting to melt. It's warm in here, but all right. And then these, the other thing, this for a child under a certain age is kind of dangerous. You know, the egg. I've heard stories where children have put the egg over their mouth and nose. You know, they obviously have a smaller distance between their mouth and nose than an adult does. And they got suffocated. It got stuck there. And so, you know, and plus it's like brought in from all these different countries, Australia and New Jersey and Turkey. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with imported candy, but I kind of like it more direct. Why do they have like a zillion different brand names on there? You know, it's so, let's see. Figurines, 3D puzzles, more, a treasure in every egg, what will you find, you know. Anyway, if you want more information, go to www.chocotreasure.com. It's on there. And then I just thought the wrapper was kind of cute, you know, but again, the wrapper, you can't even really keep it because it's very messy. The chocolate's stuck on the inside, but you have an apple with you have a green apple with a worm coming out of it. and a popcorn, you know, a box of popcorn with a smiley face on it. I mean, it's definitely geared towards children, but I don't know. I don't know. All right. Anyway, what's the toy? The toy is a little figurine. I suppose Shopkins is I guess Shopkins is some sort of cartoon that maybe children watch, and so then they watch the cartoon and then they want to buy all the products with Shopkins on it, like Hello Kitty or, you know, anything Disney. So this is apparently a figurine that we're supposed to put together, and it's not even holding together. Let's see if I have to press it harder. You know, small pieces, which, I mean, they're relatively large, so probably it wouldn't choke a child. I mean, it wouldn't get stuck in his throat. It's kind of big, but who knows? It actually could maybe get stuck in a child's throat, a larger child. And the figurine doesn't hold together. So, you know, it's supposed to be like a puzzle that you put together. I guess it would hold together on your, you know, if you put it as a decoration on your dresser or something. But it doesn't, maybe I have to press it harder. There are two holes there and two pegs. So it looks like you're supposed to push the holes into the pegs, but, oh, there we go. Yeah, you got to press a little harder. Okay, and it does stay together, you know. No, but see, it fell apart again. It doesn't even hold together that well. So, what a disappointment. I don't know. I mean, decide for yourself if you think this is worth it. I think it's just a lot of junk, and it cost like $1 something. I gotta find the receipt, which I don't know if it's worth it. You know, it kind of holds together a little bit, but you barely touch it, and it looks like it comes off again. So, you know, it's a cute little face on the figurine there, you know, kind of sleepy smiling. And okay, so that's that. The little egg comes with the instructions. No, definitely not worth it. A lot of excess plastic that goes into our environment. Do we get some stickers? You can collect all the fun, you know, it encourages you to keep buying the eggs so you can collect, you know, that's a wearable buttons, you know, all the different toys you can get and prizes. So the kids get excited and keep asking their parents because they want to collect the other figurines, and so that's the selling point. Because if it's just for chocolate, the chocolate is okay. It tastes good, but you know, you're really paying for the toy. It's probably like 50 cents worth of chocolate. Okay, so I'm done with that. I'm a little bit angry and I don't want to be that mad over candy. So then I got these by Charms, and they're super blow pops, and I got one of each flavor. And my disappointment here is that I wasn't wearing my glasses, and I thought it said super glow pops, and I was really excited because I was going to turn the lights off so we could see it glow. But see, that also doesn't work. But I'll still taste it. I'm sure they taste good. And you know, inside you have the blow pop. It's a bubble gum inside, I'm sure. So the flavors are strawberry, blueberry, watermelon. What are you looking at? My dog is watching. I wish he'd come on. He's so cute. And this is sour apple, which I think out of all of them, this would be my favorite, the sour apple. I love sour. So, I don't know if I'm going to try each one. I don't want to waste them. I guess I'll hang on to them and give them away to people. But, you know, the color is, it looks like the blow pops I used to eat when I was little, but it actually looks a little smoother. When you would open them up when I was little, I'm 51. So imagine when I was 9 or 10, I would eat blow pops, not super. We didn't have super blow pops back then, but you'd open them and sometimes the candy would already be breaking off. So it's not sour. So, you know, it doesn't taste like anything. It tastes sweet. Maybe it gets sour as you get to the middle. I don't know. But and inside there's bubble gum. So when you eventually get to the middle, now again, I would have to come back on camera in a little while when I've gotten down to the bubble gum. I'm not going to spend the whole time on camera. But when I was young, what would happen was we'd get close to the gum, and the gum would get mixed up with the sugar, and then you'd try to chew the gum, and you'd end up swallowing everything because the gum would get softened from the candy, and you'd end up swallowing it. You wouldn't, if you were very careful, you could end up getting some bubble gum out of it. But so I'll be back in a little while after I've finished, you know, gotten to the bubble gum part. Okay, thanks guys. I'm not finished yet, but I wanted to point out that it's now a little bit sour. Now that I've been, you know, licking the lollipop for, it's probably been about 15 minutes. It's still there. It's a super lollipop. It's going to take a long time to get down to the middle. It does now taste a little bit more sour than it did when I started. So the sour is in the middle somewhere. Okay, so now it's been about, I haven't actually been keeping track, maybe it's been about half an hour. And you can start to see the bubble gum coming out. See, it's all in there. So at this point, if I bite into it, you know, it's pretty big. The bubble gum is a big glob of bubble gum. It's as big as a whole regular blow pop when I was little. But I'm afraid to bite into it. At this point, I could actually bite into it and crunch up the candy that's left. But I'm afraid that if I do that, it's going to make the bubble gum mushy. But I'm kind of getting impatient. I want to get to the bubble gum. So I'll try to be careful. And I'll start biting off the candy so there won't be as much candy. And then try to eat the I go cross-eyed because Alright, I feel like just biting into it and trying. I'm going cross-eyed because I'm looking down at it. Alright, I'm going to bite into it. Okay. Let's see what happens to the gum. It's pretty firm. The bubble gum is very firm, and since it's a large amount, I think it's not going to get all soft and get swallowed. Sorry about the noise. Okay. I think the gum is holding up. As I bite into it, there are crunchy pieces of the candy still. Very sticky, and it's not sugarless gum, obviously. I usually chew only sugarless gum. There's still bits of candy in there though. So as I keep chewing, that candy dissolves. It's good. The gum's still there. Now I'll come back in a few minutes after I've chewed it really well and see if I can blow a bubble. Okay, so the gum is alright. It's a little hard. You know, bubble gum is not as soft as chewing gum, non-bubble gum. So it's not very pleasant to chew on. I can't snap it because the gum that snaps better is the softer gum. Yeah, I can't snap this gum. And bubble gum is harder because you blow bubbles, you don't want it to burst. So oh, great. It's all stuck. Thanks for watching, guys. Look at that. It's a horrible color. Stuck to my lips. Look at that horrible color. Brown. I guess because of the green apple, this coloring from the green apple has soaked in, mixed in with it. And you know, the gum itself isn't all great. It's just the excitement of getting to the gum. There's some Tootsie Pops. Those are kind of fun to eat. And then you eat the Tootsie Roll in the middle. Okay, thanks for watching.